Welcome to the Netcall Impact presentation on the subject of EventReader stopped reading events. State change value too high. Please take a moment to read this disclaimer. This presentation is intended to supplement this tech note on the subject of EventReader stopped reading events. State change value too high. Link in description. The behavior discussed in this presentation is pertinent to Impact versions 5, 6, and 7. This presentation describes how to deal with an event reader that is using an inadvertently future-dated state change value. The log file symptom is the event reader stops acquiring events that are pertinent for processing because it is using a state change value that is too high in comparison to the actual date value. In diagnosing the problem, we look for certain typical behaviors. Pertinent events are not being processed. Looking in the event reader log file, the number of events being captured in each read is 0. Testing the SQL being used in an NCO SQL session produces a 0 result too. Testing the SQL again in an NCO SQL session without the and state change greater than or equal to number clause returns all the unprocessed rows. The cause is an event has had its state change value artificially increased by some unknown component, probe, trigger, etc., to reflect a future date. The event reader captures the event and then uses the highest captured state change value in its outgoing SQL to capture pertinent events. The event reader will persist with this value and will increment it by 1 every other poll until such a time as it captures an event with a higher state change value. The simplest solution is to manually reset the event reader state change value via the GUI. Stop the event reader, open it for edit, click the Clear State button, exit the editor, and restart the event reader. An alternate solution is to perform this operation via the command line interface. Then at the ready prompt, enter the series of commands. Update service, set running equals false where name equals event reader name. Update service, set clear state equals true where name equals event reader name. Update service, set running equals true where name equals event reader name, where event reader name is the name of the event reader that requires this restart process. In cases where the likelihood of state change being inappropriately incremented in this fashion is quite high, one might wish to automate this process and have a policy respond to such occurrences. An example of such a policy is provided in the tech note associated with this presentation. This concludes the Netcall Impact presentation on the subject of Event Reader stopped reading events. State change value too high. For further information, please visit this tech note. Link in description.